Monday to you. How you doing? I have 8 pretty much simple ways to cut back on expenses. I know I've done this type of show before, but I think that it warrants for us to do another show like this. There you go. Who wouldn't want to cut back on our expenses, right? All right, and in an easy manner too. By the way, my name is Jan. Welcome to the channel, Save Money and More with Jan channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate everybody's time. Number one, take a look back at your history. Just take a look back, just let's say at last month. Did you go a little bit overboard in your expenses? Do you know which ones? Maybe if you identify it and name it and claim it, whatever that specific thing or area of concern could be, that's the area to work on, to consider working on it, and then see what happens the next month or the current month. There you go. Sometimes you need to look back at history in order to see what we could do to improve things. All right. Next, definitely cook at home. Cook at home and turn those leftovers into what I call do-overs. Make the next thing you do completely different from the original dish. That makes such a difference. And you have your meal halfway done, if not 90% done. You're just reinventing the meal. Okay. Some people reinvent the wheel. Well, you're going to reinvent the meal. Use different flavorings, different textures, different sauces, different gravies. Put it on perhaps a type of bread you hardly ever use. Make little changes. There you go. It doesn't have to be huge, but saving the money on eating dinner out is a big savings, and that's a definitely fun way to cut back. Next, load up your dishwasher fully. I'm not saying to the point of overcapacity. Same thing goes for your laundry. Don't just put a couple of articles of clothing in there, or a couple of dishes, because it's going to cost you just as much money to run something with a couple of dishes in it, or a washing machine with a couple of articles of clothing. No, no, no. Take advantage of it and do the right thing and load it up the right way. And there you go. Next, take care of repairs when they're small, when they're little. Instead of like procrastinate, then the issue gets bigger and bigger and ultimately ends up costing you more money. Think about that for a second, because it's the truth. Next, now this one sounds crazy, but try to work on getting better sleep. If you sleep great already, yay, congratulations to you. But for the many who don't necessarily have the greatest nights of sleep, okay, try to get better sleep, because that will help you eliminate buying or making or drinking extra caffeinated beverages, or some people resort to eating a lot of sugar for an energy burst. Those things cost money, not necessarily the greatest for us, and at the end of the day, it's just better to have overall a better night's sleep. You see where I'm going with this? Yes. Next, any meal that you could prep for in advance, prep for it. Like, cut up the veggies, the carrots, clean them up, whatever. I like to use baby carrots because they're easy. Sometimes I'll use the regular carrots. That's okay too. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But I do like to have things ready. I like to set up a launching pad, for example, for my breakfast the night before. What are you talking about, Jan? Well, I like to have my hot water. My coffee heater. I actually heat up water in it. It's like a pot where I just heat up my water in it, because I drink instant coffee. But I set that up the night before. I set up like a little bit of a coffee bar with all the stuff that I use to make my coffee. Anything that I think that could be ready for the next day to just zip right through. Just get up, just flip the switch, and it makes life a lot easier. I find that it's so much easier to do that because I will avoid the temptation of spending money outside on breakfast. That's fun to do on occasion, but I wouldn't want to do that as an all the time thing, because I have money goals to hit. There you go. Next, portion out meals and fill up on fruits and veggies. It's true. It's true. Sometimes we seem to think that we need to eat more and more and more of certain things. It's not necessarily true. But I understand we feel that way. We do. Have enough protein, and when you're satisfied, not bloated, not feeling unwell, no, 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 no. But if you're still a little bit of hungry, why not go and grab an orange or a peach or a banana or an apple? Apples are very filling. Bananas are very filling. So you see where I'm going with that. And that avoids you spending more money on extra expensive stuff. Also, drink more water. it's been known that people that drink a glass of water before a meal, right, as opposed to just not having it, or a little bit during the meal, right before your meal tends to fill up a person. That's been noted for a long, long time. Of course, drink more water and less soda. I do notice if I drink a glass of water right before my meal, I tend to eat less of the actual meal. Go figure. I'm just saying. All right, next, be mindful of ways to cut down on bills. Not only the utility bills, which oftentimes mention, but how about the self-created bills? Okay, like stuff that we think, oh, we have to have it. Have to. Again, it takes a little bit of practice to distinguishing wants from our needs. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a brand new concept, and I'm not saying it is, but it's a concept because it works. If we can only improve our distinction of wants from needs, okay, then we'll be in better shape and reach our financial goals. And definitely anything that has to do with avoidance of any sort of credit card debt, that is huge. I just heard an alarming statistic recently. Okay, so I'm recording this a week before. As you know, I record the week before. And another report came out that it wasn't good. It was just everything was in the wrong direction as far as economically speaking, and in terms of there's more credit card debt out there than ever. I don't blame anyone for anything. I just say this because things happen. But while we're in the midst of the things that's happening, let's try to do our very, very best. We can acknowledge that, yeah, well, things happen, but now we have to, correct course what we could. There are some things we cannot correct course, okay? But on anything that we could correct course, like not buying those, giving in all the time to the wants, and it's needs are way more important than wants. How do you feel about that? Let me know in the in the comment section below. You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, needs are absolutely much more important than wants. That's why it's a need, right? I'm just saying. All right, everybody, listen, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to be here. If you haven't already, smash down on the like button. I really, really would appreciate that. So thank you so much. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care of what? Of yourself and your wonderful family. Don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you.